Oregon Moto John here. I'm really excited to try out the 300 PPI today. It's 2021. I know there's a 2024 out that I'm excited about, but this is what kind of one of the first two strokes that I'm riding today. So I'll have some footage on what I think about that compared to like my 350S, FE 350S, and some of my other KTMs that I've ridden. Kind of trying out a two-stroke. I'm also trying out this Moto Tote. This was really easy to load this morning. It just slips into your hitch. I installed some lights, so it has lights on the back. It has a ramp that self-stores, so I'll do a full review showing loading with this. But this was easy. So anyway, just kind of a quick little video on that. A couple straps on the front. You could use just a regular strap on the back, but I used one Moto Tote had. May use a strap next time just because it'd be so easy, but this was easy as well. So let's go for a ride and see what we think of the 300. KTM. The Moto Tote got me here, so I'm happy about that. Worked really well. So yeah, let's take this for a ride. Been a while since I've been on a two-stroke. Really excited. Put this temperature gauge here. We're still warming up. Forgot my riding gloves today, so I just used some utility gloves I had in the in my vehicle, so that's kind of funny. So let's warm this up a little bit, get it to operating temperature. Gonna buzz around the parking lot here a little bit. Great morning to ride. Oh, I do love two strokes. Warming up the bike, it's a good time just to work on some technical skills. Kind of just work on riding around. It's like somebody else is here to ride too, so that's cool. At 110 degrees, let's warm up this bike now. So let's get on some trails and go for a ride. Man, it's running real good. Oh, I do love two strokes. And it does lug good. This has some boosters in for the tires, for the inserts instead of tubes, and they feel really grippy to me. This bike feels great. I have to admit, I think I'm sold on two strokes. Bike feels really good. Gear ratios feel good. First and second's pretty tight, pretty low, which I like. So there's third and a second. I'm surprised how this thing will lug along pretty good. Very controllable. Yeah, first is pretty low. I like it. Trails are tight with a lot of roots and rocks and stuff, so I'm not trying to go faster than I should on getting used to a new bike. So, yeah, I like it. Gotta adjust this throttle play. A little more play in the throttle than I'm used to. I like a throttle that's pretty responsive. Little downhill section here. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this two-stroke. It feels good to be on a two-stroke again. Really impressed with this bike. This is 21. I know the 2024 is, everybody's talking about that, how great it is. I'm sure it is, but I'm really impressed with this bike. It wants to go. Love that power band of a two-stroke. Definitely different than a four-stroke. I like four-strokes. Man, you know a bike's good when it makes you chuckle. Wow, feels great. Wow, excellent. Good brakes too. Oh, these Brimbos? Really good brakes. Rocks and roots and trees in your face just all of a sudden up in here, so definitely feels different than my 350. My FE 350, yes, my Husky. I'm just getting used to the bar position and stuff as much as anything, as well as different engine characteristics. I like them both. This is just a very different riding position for me. The bars are a little lower, and this doesn't have a steering stabilizer yet. I may have to install one of those. It just seems to take a little fatigue out of the arms. Not that noticeable, but it is something I notice. Okay, let's keep riding. Man, very snappy motor. There just isn't anything that is bad. This has two maps. I may go down to a lower map. It's quite a bit of punch. I think I am in the easier map right now. I'll leave it there. Bikes run really good. Man, I like it. Really responsive. This 300 has plenty of power. Almost probably more power I would need most of the time. I would be curious to ride a 250. But it is nice to have all this punch when you need it. Squirrel. Some roots. Boy, these moose inserts. I'm rolling right over that. No trouble. That's amazing. I can see why people run these. This is uphill. Usually I'm coming down this, but thought I'd run it in reverse today. I'm not sure why. Guess because I'm anxious to hit the trails and see how this bike does. Four strokes might be a little easier to modulate. But the nice part about a two-stroke is when you let off on the gas, you don't get all that compression. Man, I like the acceleration of a two-stroke. Man, that thing pulls. These are getting pretty thick in here. Yeah, bike feels really good. Suspension, I may soften it up a little bit. Doesn't feel bad. It's just probably a little stiffer than what I'm used to. Or play around with the preload a little bit. But so far, very impressed with this bike. I'm riding up at Whip Up in Elk Flats this morning, up just outside of Willamina, Oregon. Downhill section there. Just a lot of branches in here that you have to dodge. Things got twists and turns, so you can't really open the bike up much, but pretty light and nimble in here. And the bike doesn't run hot on the trails. I mean, I'm just puttering through. Usually my 4 strokes get up to a couple hundred degrees, and I think we're sitting around 160, 165 degrees at most. I just didn't, I guess I didn't realize 2 strokes ran cooler than a 4-stroke. I guess it makes sense. There's not a lot of, there's less moving parts there. Oh, doing a little hill climb here. Wow. Bike runs great. Second gear, can lug through these corners easy. My old 2-strokes that I had would kind of flame out sometimes. Stone Battlecross E50Rs with some kind of moose inserts. I bought the bike used, so I don't know what kind, but they're gripping great. Very, very impressed. But this is fun. This could be my favorite trail bike, but the 350S, FE 350S, you know, can do everything I just did today and did it very well, so nothing taken away from that, but just could be just driving something different. 2-stroke power is what I'm enjoying today. Taking me back to my youth a little bit, but lots of fun. 3 different directions we can go here. Haven't been that way, so I think I'll take that way. Nice that the oil goes in here, and you know, that way it's pretty easy to monitor. You can also sight through. Very impressive. And look at that, starts right up every time. Nothing to it. I won't have to tidy up my wires for my Cyclops light here. They're kind of rattling around in there. This is fun. I just love the sound of a 2-stroke. This is kind of a cool trail. Look at this. Still downhill. The bike to get away from me. Oh, wow! I just goosed that throttle and it launched me into the air. That was fun. Very light and nimble. 2-strokes are their own kind of animal. I seem to be able to 1-finger the front brake and clutch on this. I'm kind of 1-fingering those just to feather them on downhill, some of this stuff. I really like these Brembo brakes. They're very, very easy to modulate, pretty sensitive, but not too sensitive. Huh, I really like the Brembos. That's a stump, don't want to hit that. It's a nice trail. They call this Engineer's Trail. Ooh, a lot of elk droppings there, so let's rub here some of the elk. I've seen them before up here, but I haven't seen them today. Okay, see if this trail, find where it keeps going. It looks like this keeps going over here. It's not marked, so sometimes those unmarked trails you gotta watch because they can be kind of fall apart for a while. This actually looks like it's a trail, so we'll just keep riding it. Let's go. This is definitely a trail. Real twisty and turny through here, so can't really let the two-stroke sing like I would like. I'm connected up with another trail. Well, left looks good. Here's a little trick: compress your forks and then rebound back, release the front brake. That's a good way to back up. Here's where getting to the ground a little easier would be nice, because I'm on sticks getting off the bike. So you can compress the fork, release. It's pretty tight and narrow in here, so we're gonna take it easy. Just a note, I'm riding solo today. There's other people riding up here, so I do have a satellite phone with me. Could do an SOS or send them a text message. I can connect to my phone if that's something I was able to do after an accident. This is really tight. And with this thing I can idle along. No problem. I don't know if I'm back to where I was. Interesting. Really did go somewhere. Go very far. So here's the trail I just took. Sing when you get on it. These gravel roads, I enjoy really opening it up. There's a trail here I can take. Try this one. I've never been on this one, so we'll see. Uphill here. More than a little uphill. It works great. Can lug, can feather the clutch. Do all that. Down some branches here. More uphill. Clutch, everything feels good on this bike. I do need to put a radiator hose guard on one of the lower radiator hoses. It tells it to tip the motor forward a few degrees. Kind of change the chassis a little bit to where a hose can get pinched if you get in an accident, so, and then leak. This is a really tight trail. There we go. Just love how I can very comfortable taking it fast or slow on this bike. Doesn't look like a lot of people have ridden this for a while, so there's lots of debris, so I'm just taking my time. It's working out good. Take the high road with some roots. Or we can take the low road. I'm really impressed with how I guess I didn't realize that the new two-strokes you can lug around like this. Maybe this is where that high compression head is helping. I bought this bike used, so I didn't get to ride it stock, which is what I...
Intercom failed. Try again later.
First, before I make a change, but it came with a high compression head, and more elk droppings there. I don't know if this trail's running out or what's happening. It's like bear scat there. This is like a wildlife up in this area. Oh, almost went over the bars on that one. This is definitely a very backwoods trail. Bike can do this. Can do pretty much anything. Pretty good rooted section there we just went through. Just keep it rolling. It doesn't seem to mind it. Wow, that was something. There's an uphill section with a lot of roots. This looks like a section that I've gone down lots of times, but not up as much. So let's try this way. Bike's doing great. Really doesn't mind lugging. Very surprising. Okay, well. Got me through it. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm getting off to the wrong start on that. I need to turn around and reapproach that. There's one clutching this clutch. Works really well. I haven't been on this trail either, so I'm just gonna feel it out a little bit. Rick's Express, so see a story behind that. This is cool, the big corner there. Some rocks.
Mesh intercom off. Mesh intercom on. Open mesh.
Nice trail.
Channel 1.
You get through some of that debris. Down tree here. I do have a small saw. So that goes back out. This really does not mind lugging along. Okay, so up to 180 degrees after all that. That was very technical riding. I couldn't go more than 5-10 miles per hour, and that's as hot as the bike got. So that says something for two-stroke. I know for 2024 they've revised the chassis and the motor, so I'm sure that's a pretty amazing bike, because this feels like an amazing bike to me. Lots of twists in here, lots of trees. Sun's still coming up. It's a great time of day to drive. Not too hot outside. This is a little bit of a rooted up area. There we go. That's Oregon for you. Lots of trees. I'm sure Washington's the same way, and lots of areas like that, but especially up in the Pacific Northwest mountains. Just gotta be ready for trees, and that's one of the reasons I drive a little conservative through here. Is I miss a turn and I hit a tree, I'm gonna have a really bad day. So my goal is to always come home in one piece so I can ride again and go to work on Monday. Have quality time with my kids and wife. You know, you can do everything right and get hurt. definitely have, but I don't need to try to make that happen any quicker than it could anyway. Wow, that was a good little section there. I like that. I'm just having fun riding. I don't know if there's anything up here. Let's take a look. This bike, I'm driving it pretty easy on the throttle because when it hits that power band, man, it wants to scream. So that's not a bad thing. So look at this. I mean, that's me being careful with the throttle. There's more. I'm just not wanting to like beat a tire up. There's a trail there I could take. Whoop. Mint patty. Okay, let's take this. I like this. It's on kind of on top of a ridge. You can see a little bit. So all in all, I'm loving the 300. It's got a little different feel than the 350 Husky FE 350S, KTM 350 EXC. But I have a stabilizer on that bike. This doesn't. That's a 4-stroke. This is a 2-stroke. Man, they both. I don't feel like there's anything that I couldn't do with either bike as far as on the trails and things. The 4-stroke, you probably can modulate the power maybe a little better, but this is my first day driving this and I'm comfortable, so I imagine I've got almost 2,500 miles or so on my 350, so I imagine after another, give some mileage on this, I'll be fine too. I thought about jumping that log, but that is a big drop off on the downhill side. This is where you make a choice. My skill set, I think I could have done it, but when you think you can, that's a bad sign. You're not sure. The problem is these trees. If I lofted the front end, would I be able to get control before to make this corner? I don't know. So I'm just gonna pop this off. This won't be a big deal. There we go. So there we are on the other side. I think getting off was a good choice. Had a good day riding. Don't need to mess it up now. This is pretty technical. Drop-offs here. I loosened up my rebound. That's what's nice about the KTM shocks, is I gave myself a little less rebound. Now I just feel like it was just a little soft just now, so I just firmed them up a little. Yeah, this is very technical. Roots, boulders, rocks. Gotta pick the line and pick it carefully. Okay, there we go. We're through that. Bad breath. Let's see what this trail looks like. I like this trail. feeling good. This bike is nice and narrow. I like that. Got here. One more rocks. It's a downhill section, so I like to get away from you on all these rocks and stuff. Staying out of the rut for the moment. We're going to drop in because there's too much foliage there. Way about these trails is they'll open up and you think, wow, we're doing good, and then next thing you know, you got lots of foliage in your face. Branches and stuff. Okay, we're dropping down to the highway down there. That's cool. I always tell when you get next to a highway, because usually the trail improve a little bit. Okay. Bike is just so light and nimble. Trail there we can take. Oh, we're at the top of a rock quarry. Some trails there we can take. Wow, that's cool. Go back and check out those trails. Check out this rock quarry real quick. Oh wow, People are shooting, sighting their guns and stuff. It's loose, so on the back on the gas. There we go. Look how well this bike looks. No 2-strokes. You're either in the power band or out of the power band. Not so much with these. You got all kinds of areas you can ride. I like the first and second gear being so close. That's great for this kind of stuff. Getting low anyway. One thing I do like better about a 2-stroke than a 4 is on a 4 when you let off the throttle it really can toss the front end down, and this definitely doesn't do that. 2-strokes just don't have the same compression, so they don't. When you let off the gas, it just keeps rolling instead of really making the front end drop. There isn't that deceleration. Oh man, my back brake works so much better after putting new pads in it. Wow, when I first ride on this, it was terrible. There was no rear brake. And all I did was put new pads in it. Wow, I was getting ready to bleed it, and man, it's working really well. Okay, Lindley Trail, let's try that. It's nice, this is a little more open. Lots of water bars, you can get your front end up over them. Which this can do, no problem. I'm more towards the Oak Flats area now than the whip up spot that I started. Downhill section here, lots of rocks. Take your time. Lots of loose rocks and sticks, but most of the time, if you just keep it rolling, if you see a especially big boulder or something, I'll dodge that. But other than that, I just let the bike roll through this stuff, and it quickly isn't a big deal. Momentum is your friend on a motorcycle. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, here we are back down to the highway. So we can find some more trails. Good time today. I don't know if there's another trail down there. Try this. This thing gets it. The big compression here. There's a big log. You want to avoid that with your front end if possible. If not, get on the gas and hope for the best. Okay. This is nice and tacky. Forest needles and dirt. Really good grip. On a bunch of rocks for once too. I like this trail. second gear feels about right through here. I think that's what I meant. Maybe it's third. Yep, that was second gear. Man, I really like this one. I'll just right down this bit. Some are so hard they aren't fun when you're going over 2 or 3 foot drops and it's uphill and rocks, and this is tacky dirt for the most part. Your rocks and roots, but not anything bad. So there's an example of where I was in a corner leaning and I got on the throttle and hit the power band, and that back tire really started to churn. I remember doing that as a kid when that happened. I typically end up on my side. Bike's still staying cool, 167 degrees, even on trails. Sure if I was going to have to cross a log or not. Looks like I don't have to. That wouldn't have been bad to go over there. This two-stroke loves to sing. I don't know if that's a real trail. Sometimes up here, if you take a trail, you can get faked out. It's not marked. Wait, maybe it is marked. I'll try it. It said difficult. I think I'd believe it. Lots of roots here. Yeah, I believe that was difficult. Okay. What do we got here? Cooper bypass. Okay, let's try it. Lots of roots. I don't know, the key with roots is just pick a line, keep your bike light, accelerate, keep things rolling, stand up, standing up can help. These branches are pretty big. I like this first gear. I can just kind of putt around up here. So again, I'm just kind of idling through some of this technical stuff. And okay, where am I going? Take this one. These just keep feathering the brakes. Using the front and the back just lightly. Standing up so I can pick my lines a little better here. more difficult. Got a hill climb here. Bike does great. Just walk and climb here. Keep the bike moving. Fun. Station 2. Looks like we're on maybe they had a race set up. Sometimes it's kind of fun to follow a race. What they've set up. So then you have a kind of a guided trail, race trail that you can ride. Hello everyone, just trying to summarize some of the differences here between the FE 300S and 300 TPI. And I think the biggest difference is that the 300 lugs better than I thought it would. It has a very linear power band. If you were only doing trails all day long, the 300 is an excellent choice. First and second gear are really spaced close, but they are as well on the FE through 50S, maybe a little wider. But the big drawback is just getting to the trails. With the 300, most of the time you're going to have to trailer up, like I did today to get here. Use the moto tote. Whereas at the 350S, you can just drive to the trails. So that would be the biggest thing. I really like how the 350S makes power. It revs high, surprisingly high, and still has lots of torque in mid-range. So it's a very, very, very nice motor on that 350. And, a two-stroke, you wouldn't want to buzz down the highway, even if you could get a license. This one I happen to get licensed, but, excuse me, I still choose to trailer it up because you don't want to use up all your hours on a two-stroke motor running down a highway on pavement. So, I guess those are just some thoughts. If you need one bike and only one bike, I know that the 350, FE350S is the way to go. A dual sport that can do pavement, do connecting roads, do it all. But, if you want to get a couple bikes, one's going to be your dedicated trail bike, and one's going to be trails and needing to get to the trails. Sure, 300 TPI, little two-stroke action is great. I don't know that I would have even bought this two-stroke other than I was trading my Super Duke for a different bike, and it happened to be two-stroke was available, and just didn't need that street bike anymore. And so that's what I did. There's a great example of two-stroke. You just flip that throttle and it really launches you off those little water bars back there. It's a lot of fun. So I do love having a two-stroke, but and I'm really going to enjoy this bike. But truthfully, for having to have, needing a dual sport to do what I do, I had one bike, needed to do everything. It'd be the 350S would be my choice. So that's there you have it. There's four-stroke versus two-stroke. I do like driving a two-stroke a lot. Just that instant power that it gets you, and that power band just sound. And a 350, I mean, I could drive just as fast. It'll keep up with this two-stroke easy. So it's not a power thing. It's just kind of fun to hear a two-stroke rev. That's all. So those are my thoughts. I've had this bike out on a few rides now. Lots of sticks in here. Really like it, but I've been just really thinking, or trying to help someone if they were trying to make a decision between the bikes. Well, FE 350S or KTM 350 EXC all day long. But if you had the ability to have a couple bikes, sure is fun having a two-stroke because that second bike, I can't lie. But like I said, the main reason this came open was because I was trading bikes. So anyway, there you have it. Those are my thoughts. Hope that's helpful. Two-stroke and four-strokes just make different power. They just do. It's just the way it is. Just two-strokes. They just make me chuckle every time I ride them. I do like this first gear. It's really low. Yeah, lots of trees in here in Oregon. We just have to really watch it. And it's a great morning to be up here. The sun isn't quite all the way up yet. Four strokes on the trail. Four-stroke versus two-stroke. I guess one difference is I've noticed a two-stroke doesn't have so much compression. Some of the two-strokes or four-strokes, when you let off the gas, you have to be careful because the front end will dive if you don't feather the clutch or watch what you're doing as far as gearing selection. Whereas a two-stroke, there's obviously not as much compression, so you let off on the gas and it doesn't throw you forward. So you just both work just fine. You just have to adapt your clutching and riding style a little bit. Oh, these branches are getting thick. Kind of get branch whipped as you go through here. Trying to think of some other thoughts I could give you between the two bikes. I think I find the 350 overall more comfortable. I mean, I have short arms. I put a steering stabilizer on there and raise up the bars quite a bit. This has about an inch riser in the bars. I haven't put a steering stabilizer on it yet. So I do like my overall riding position on a 350 better. So I don't know, just seems more comfortable to me. But for what this is, I'm not uncomfortable on the 300 TPI.
So those are just some of my thoughts. What are your thoughts of 4-stroke versus 2-stroke? Longevity? I mean, if you change oil on a 4-stroke, it can last quite a while. Sounds like a lot of people get a lot of hours out of these 2-strokes too, but you know, after anywhere from 100 to 200 hours or more or sooner, you're going to be rebuilding a top end on a 2-stroke, but it's simpler. Just got a piston and rings and a few other parts. So maybe it doesn't matter that you have to rebuild it more often. 4-strokes, change your oil. I think you can get many, many hours and miles out of them. Although the new 4-strokes are so complicated that, man, you don't want to have to tear those down more than you need to. With 4 valves per cylinder and, you know, timing chains and cams. I mean, there's a lot up in there compared to a 2-stroke. So, pros and cons of both. What are your thoughts? Yes, this is why we ride dual sports right here. Getting up here in the mountains, getting the right trails. So much fun. Beauty of nature. You get to be on a bike. Little hill climb here. This is got enough roots and stuff on it. It's getting difficult. Certainly about cameras, I found it doesn't show if I'm going uphill or downhill. It's kind of interesting, but I guess that's just the way it is. This is a flat spot here. Little uphill section here with some roots. Some rocks. Some boulders. Got through that. There we go. I can breathe easy a little bit. Oh, somebody cut this log out. That's awesome. For a while we're having to do some log crossings. Beautiful morning. Good day to be alive. Jump there. Got some air. Got to be careful. I've gotten air before and jumped myself right off the road, so you got to watch it. It's hard to turn when you're in the air. This is an old creek bed. Slow it down through here.